Myself Dr. Ahateshaam. Okay. I am Assistant Professor in Department of Physiotherapy, IIMT University, Meerut. Today I am discussing with you musculoskeletal system. Our body made up of many systems. Systems are made up of many organs. Organs are made up of muscle and tissues also made up of cells. It means cell is the smallest structural and functional unit in our body. So group of cell is called tissue. Then group of tissue is called organ, and group of organ is called system. So there are many systems present in our body. They are different function. Okay, like I'm talking about musculoskeletal system. It is made up of all types of bone and all types of muscle present in our body. Okay. So I am talking about today bones. Okay, like bone is a rigid structure in our body. Okay, there are 206 bones present in our body in different places. Okay, like we talking about musculoskeletal system. So skeletal system is divided into two parts: appendicular and axial skeleton. Okay, appendicular skeleton it is made up of upper limb, lower limb and girdles. Clear? In upper limb it having 60 bones, in lower limb it having 60 bones, in girdle it have 6 bones. In axial skeleton it is made up of 80 bones. Right now, so first of all we taking about axial skeleton. Axial skeleton is divided into two parts, many parts. Skull and vertebral column. Clear? Skull having skull having 22 bones and it have 26 bone. Next structure is ribs. Ribs are 24. Next, neck bone. It is called hyoid bone. The number of hyoid bone is 1. In our ears, in ear ossicle, there are 6 bone present in our ear ossicle. sternum, that is one sternum. Sorry, skull is made up of 28 bones, sorry 26 bones. 1 minute please. Okay, so again repeat करते हैं. Axial skeleton. Okay, it is made up of 80 bones. Okay, number 1, vertebral column, it having 26 bone. Number 2, ribs, it having 24 bones. Next, skull divided into 2 parts. Number 1, cranium. In cranium 8 bone are present. In facial bone there are 14, it means 22 bones are present in our skull. And ear ossicle, there are 6 bone are present in our ear ossicles. 1, hyoid bone, it is also called neck bone, it is number 1. And last one is sternum, it is 1, it is 80 bones. Okay, so total number of 80 bone. If I am talking about vertebral column, it having 26 bone, it divided into 5 region. Region number 1, it is called cervical region or cervical segments or cervical segments. There are 7 bone present in our cervical region. Okay, it is the first part of vertebral column. It is directly attached to the medulla oblongata. Medulla oblongata is a structure of nervous system. Okay, then the reach of spinal cord in brain, okay, connect with brain through the first cervical vertebra, that is called atlas. Next, number 2, thoracic region, it having 12 bones, 12 vertebra. Okay, it is found below to the cervical region, it having 12 vertebra. They are posteriorly, they are directly attached to the 12 thoracic vertebra. जो हमारी रिब्स हैं पीछे की साइड अगर हम देखते हैं तो वो किससे अटैच है, हमारी थोरैसिक वर्टिब्रा से अटैच है. और आगे की तरफ अगर हम देखते हैं तो किससे अटैच है, हमारे थोरैक्स से अटैच है. क्लियर. और ये पूरा का पूरा एक केज बना के दे कॉल्ड रिब केज. Clear? Number third region they called lumbar region. It having 5 vertebra. Okay, or it is most important, it having largest vertebra found in lumbar region. Okay, next number 4, sacrum, sacral region. It having 5 vertebra, but they are fused together. They are fused together. Clear? Next number 1st, coccygeal region. It having 4 bones, but they are fused together, and count is 1. Count is 1. So 7, 12, 5, 1, 1. It means 26. Next, talking about ribs. Ribs, there are 12 pairs of ribs. Okay, they are divided into 3 parts. Number 1, true ribs. Number 2, false rib. Number 3, floating ribs. Okay, so what is true ribs? True ribs is those type of ribs, they are directly attached to the sternum through the costal cartilage. It is called true ribs. It is 1st to 7th pair is called true ribs. False ribs, it is attached to the true ribs. It is attached to the true ribs. It is not directly attached to the sternum. So it is called as false ribs. Then number of 8th to 10th ribs. It is called false ribs. Next, floating ribs. It is always in float position, so it is called as floating ribs. It is not attached to false ribs or sternum or true ribs. Clear? Then it is a structure of sternum. It is also called as breastbone. Okay, both sides clavicle is attached, then ribs are attached, okay. There are 7 pairs of true ribs because it is directly attached to the sternum, and 1, 2 and 3rd they are not directly attached to the sternum. They are attached to the false rib, true ribs. It is also called as false ribs, and two ribs are floating, so that is called floating ribs. So it is sternum. Sternum is divided into 3 parts. Number 1 is manubrium. Number 2, body of sternum. Number 3, xiphoid process. Anatomically, it is our sternum, and this is our body of sternum. It is manubrium. This is body of sternum, and this structure is also called, this structure is called as xiphoid process. So, and this structure, it is called as suprasternal process, suprasternal notch. It is called as suprasternal notch. So tomorrow I will discuss you next types of bone.